What's up, everybody? It's the Working Fans Podcast, Comedycast, and today, to follow up on our last top five, we're doing a 5-3-1 about your favorite sitcom themes. Because maybe there's a show that you kind of like, but you really love that theme. It's like Growing Pains. I don't know. Just throwing this out there. And here to help me do this, as always, is the incomparable, the ever-loving, the dangerous AJ Strangebrew.
Wait a minute, this is sitcom themes?
Yes, it is.
Shit. No, I'm kidding.
Happy, I wouldn't be surprised.
First of all, happy holidays.
Hey!
No, the people that don't know, we're taping this WrestleMania weekend.
Right.
For us wrestling people, this is one of the biggest holidays that we celebrate. So, happy WrestleMania weekend.
This is absolutely one of the biggest holidays we celebrate. In fact, we have a lot of wrestling fans that wrote in, as always. I'll start off with I got my number one wrestling fan that always hits us with list, Randy Osgood. All right. And this is what he's got for themes. AJ, I wanted your opinion on some of these. Entourage. I don't remember the theme for Entourage. Knight Rider. I do remember that theme. I didn't think of that as a sitcom, but we've learned that people have different ideas about sitcoms. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Friends, absolutely. And The Office.
I mean, Friends is one of those ones that was actually popular outside of the show. It actually, I believe, was a top 10 song on its own. I couldn't tell you what the Office theme song is.
Oh, it's like... but
there's no
well,
actual.
You found out last time you're not a fan of The Office.
But this isn't about not being a fan of The Office. There's no fucking words to it. How do you sing along?
So you're not a fan of songs that don't have words?
No. I am. There's a time for like classical music and stuff, but for me to be a catchy theme song for a TV show, you gotta have words.
It's pretty good. I'm gonna hit you with another list real quick, and then we'll start off with you here. I have a few more, I think. So, my other friend Randy, Big Randy M, Marissa's husband, coming out here with me some lists here. He's got Friends. I'll Be There For You. The Office theme as well. Again, makes a list. And then AJ, I know you like this one. We're gonna hear this one a few times. Cheers. Where everybody knows your name.
Have you ever heard the whole song for that?
Yes, now that you mention it. It's been a little while, but yeah, it's pretty good, actually.
The whole song to it is a comedic song in its own right. It actually has
much different.
I believe one of the lines is when the kids hang the cat up by the tail. So, something about a transvestite husband in there. It's cutting edge. Considering it came out in the early 80s.
Also, we got Thank You for Being a Friend.
Absolutely.
You know that one, right? Come on.
Traveled down that road. The Golden Girls traveled down that road and back again.
The only one I've seen out of all the lists I have and I sent you so far, I know you have a few ones I haven't seen, Bosom Buddies. I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life.
Who sings that song?
Billy Joel.
Damn right.
You're gonna get me on that. I know.
No, I know. But my point is that that's one of the few theme songs that you're going to hear on here, other than one on my list that comes from a major artist.
There is one. There's another one
on my list that comes from a major artist.
It might be but yeah. So, Bosom Buddies, man, it was a great theme. Also launched the career of Tom Hanks and whoever that other
Peter
guy
Scolari.
Was. I knew you'd know, Peter.
Peter Scolari. Well, the blonde in that, I believe her name is Donna Dixon.
Okay.
Is actually the wife of Dan Aykroyd.
Oh, interesting.
Who goes on to star in, Dragnet with Tom Hanks.
And the premise of the show, too, Bosom Buddies, was basically they were dressing like women all the time.
The reason why was they could not afford to live in New York City. And they had a price fixed apartment that they could afford. But in order to live there, you had to be a woman because it was only women that could live in that building.
That's okay. That's a great dated concept. All right.
If you did that now, you'd probably get in a lot of trouble with a lot of activist groups.
What do you got for us?
So I'm going to start off with my daughter, Morgan. She sent me on a list. She's got that 70s show The Nanny, which is going to make it. Apparently, there was a theme song for The Nanny that people like.
Cool.
Golden Girls, which I believe is going to make a few lists, as you already mentioned.
Yep.
That's the Friends theme song once again.
Oh, yeah.
And then Last Man Standing, which I'm not sure what the theme song for it is. Funny show. But yeah, I'm just not sure what the theme song is.
Yeah, there's so many different ones here, so I'm taking notes as we go on these votes, and it's funny. I will say Last Man Standing and Nanny are those are the only votes we get for that so far. But she did add a few.
I'm going to give you a spoiler. It's not going to be the only votes coming from my side.
Okay. We are adding to the Friends total, though. And,
I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to most of the people that are on my list that have used it are women.
Okay.
The Nanny seems to be more popular with women.
Oh, wow. The Nanny's going to be popping up here. All right. Well, let's see if we have I got Tim Hartford here. Tim's gave me The Greatest American Hero. We talked a little
Which is a great theme song.
Yeah. I'm just like, believe it or not.
Yeah, I got you. And that was a popular song in the 80s, too. I can remember hearing that on the radio in the 80s.
Well, the next one, I have to say, is one of the catchiest themes I think there is for sitcoms. And that is, Show Me That Smile Again. Ooh,
Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. And then we got Cheers again. Family Matters, one of your favorite shows, as we know from a prior list.
What the hell's the song on Family Matters?
Oh, God. People love it. I could care less.
I'm sure they do. I just,
you're gonna see. It's gonna be mentioned a few times. I can already tell you. It's actually.
I actually like the Perfect Strangers theme song once again better than I like that.
Oh, that's a dynamite. You're not wrong with that. Full House also made the list.
So that I can understand. A lot of kids grew up on Full House. A lot of them.
Well, a lot of people like Family Matters, man.
I know they do. I
think it was just right out of that time period for you.
I just don't see the longevity to Full House that I saw with, because like they have a spin-off now or whatever it is of and then exactly.
Yeah.
That's I don't know.
All right. What do you got?
Let's see. I gotta find my next list here. Hold on 1 second. Because I know you sent me the list here. I got Mike Flynn, not from New Hampshire.
No.
He's got The Office, which apparently had a theme song. It's weird that a documentary would have a theme song.
It's good shit.
You've got Friends, Workaholics, which once again I've never seen, so I don't know the theme song. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, hard to beat that guy. He's done pretty good with his recording career.
Another major artist, actually.
Yeah. And the Golden Girls once again.
Golden Girls, catchy theme. One of those shows that kind of funny about a bunch of elderly women that kind of everybody loved.
Yeah. Well, once again, just an icon, ended up being an iconic show, which is just amazing. You took 4 women that were in their 60s to early 70s, and the show just clicked with a generation.
It did. Now, I'm going to go to our next boy here, Scott from Voluntown, who's got Sometimes the World Seems Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing can be arranged. This is Perfect Strangers.
I'm jealous that I did not fit them on my list, but I did love that theme song.
And then the next one, talk about major artists. We got the Wonder Years.
Joe
Cocker, which I found out was actually last night before this was actually originally
a Beatles song.
A Beatles song, right? Even though Joe Cocker.
It was originally done by Ringo Starr.
Night Court. Dun, 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 which didn't have words, so we know you remember.
So here's wait till you get to my list, and then you'll find out how ironic that is.
And then the final one I have, which I don't know if it's been announced yet, but fish don't fry in a kitchen, a bean don't burn on a grill. The Jeffersons, baby.
Iconic.
We're moving on up. You're damn right, it's iconic.
That's
Sherman Helmsley.
Sherman Helmsley's one of the best, and his wife Isabel Samford.
Marla Gibbs also on that show.
Yeah, spun off to
this one a little bit.
Yeah, she spun off to 227.
Yes, she did.
another nice little sitcom from the 1980s.
Hit me with something. What do you got here?
I've got from let's see here, Jesse in New Hampshire. That 70s show. Family Matters.
Damn right.
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
Saved by the Bell.
The Partridge Family.
Come on,
and
be
then
happy.
Maud.
And then there's Maud.
Well, you know the line. Then there's Maud, but it actually started off with what was it? Jesus Christ! It was something to do with Guinevere or that's who's
Cleopatra. It was
no. It was Christ! I can't remember at the moment. It was actually
there's a lot of like historical, political stuff, and then like the song, because then it was like, and then there's Maud, like right
exactly because it went down a whole list of all those strong women.
Yeah, right.
And then it talked about Maud. That's so it's kind of an interesting song.
Yeah, was it kind of a political show too?
Well, the fight it was along the lines of the show that it spun off of. It spun off of All in the Family,
right?
And instead of delving into some of the like All in the Family was very good at dealing with race and stereotypes.
Mm-hmm. And Archie was kind of to the right. Maud was more to the left, probably, right?
No, Maud just delved more in. Yeah, he was. Oh, definitely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But it delved more into women's rights.
Okay.
Because you got to remember, in All in the Family, even though Edith was a great character, she wasn't a strong woman.
Right.
So this was the complete opposite, and it actually gave the opinion from a strong woman.
Yes.
And that's I got it. Lady Godiva was a hell of a rider was the beginning of the song.
It's so cringe. I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
All right. My man, Zach St. John's, Mr. St. John's favorite baby boy, as you like to say.
Mrs. St. John's favorite baby boy, yes.
He's got The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He's got Cheers. He's got Full House. And here's a different one. I loved it. Everybody has their own little different one. Gilligan's Island. All right.
Great song.
Tour. And then
Addams Family.
The Addams Family. That's right, my man.
I was more of a Munsters fan, but that's fine.
Maybe you haven't, but that has not made the list. That's actually funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. I believe you have a couple more lists for me.
I have this young lady, Stephanie, that keeps bothering me. She's got the Nanny.
Of course.
Frasier,
yeah.
Scrubs, which I'm surprised hasn't shown up on more lists.
Yeah, Scrubs is a good one.
Golden Girls. Somehow, once again, Last Man Standing. I'm going to have to look up this theme song. I have no idea what the Last Man theme song is.
Interesting. So I think your daughter and your wife have watched a few similar shows.
Yes. I'm going to hold them both accountable for that.
I got my man Mikey and Fred from his Facebook page. He always sends us some good lists. He's got Cheers. He's got Family Matters again. Might be the only time we've heard this one, the Brady Bunch song.
I mean, that is iconic.
Yeah, I love that one. Friends and Frasier. So.
Yeah, Frasier showing up again.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the Frasier song either.
It's like
I do. I got
you. Salad and scrambled.
Yeah. Like a bluesy, yeah, I got you. Or jazzy.
All right. How many more lists you got?
I've got one more and then mine.
All right, hit me with that one more. And then I got
Matt
mine.
Heath, a stand-up comic and friend of the show. Yeah. He has Workaholics.
Okay.
Last Man Standing again.
Shit.
Scrubs. Frasier again. And then he's got one that I'm surprised hasn't made a list yet. MASH. That MASH theme song, believe it or not, when we were growing up, was all over the place.
Hit me with his first one again, if you could, sir.
Workaholics.
Okay. So Mike Flynn, not the only man who has that theme down this week.
I don't know what the theme is. I've never seen the show.
I've seen parts of it before. I don't remember the theme. I kind of want to go check it out. I'm going to hit you with my list, and I'll let you finish this off today. All right. I got Perfect Strangers. I think this is just one of the best themes of all time for a show. Growing Pains. I got The Jeffersons. I got Samford and Son, because that's apparently I'm the only one with that on the list so far.
Quincy Jones. That's actually Quincy Jones.
Really? I did not.
Quincy Jones came up with that song.
And then I was talking it over with a friend the night before we recorded this, and just going through different songs in my head. And I was unsure if I'd put this down because I don't know how good it technically is, but I think it's just got to be included a little bit. And it's and you knew what you were then. Girls were girls and men were men. All in the Family.
That is good. I like that. No,
that was a real good impression. I sold it like a motherfucker.
No, it's great. And so you're gonna. I'm not looking at you because I didn't know the song. I'm looking at you because it's on my fucking list.
Oh no shit! You mean you're the only one who had to have that? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, give me your list. All your list then. What else?
Well, this list might sound familiar to you, except for one. Scrubs made my list.
Yeah, what a great comeback they made. That's 3 they got there.
Yeah. Cheers.
Okay.
Growing Pains.
Yep.
Samford and Son. And All in the Family.
Wow.
Now,
all right.
I'm going to tell you, this was a hard one for me because there were a lot of great theme songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Every Time I Turn Around. Who's the Boss had a great theme song.
Oh, yeah.
Family Ties had a great theme song, which didn't make any lists.
Well, judging by my votes here, we have one show that has 6 votes. Absolutely leads the pack. Has to go in. That's Cheers.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
All right. Then we have a 5 by my count and a 4 and then a bunch of 3s. So I'll tell you what we got.
Who were the 5 and the 4?
All right. The 5, I guess we're going to have to put them in anyway because they got that many votes. Friends.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we could argue there's a lot of 3s here, but Golden Girls is number 4. And then for 3, Scrubs made a late run. Fresh Prince.
The problem is, how do you bump one of those other ones?
Yeah.
The Golden Girls is a show that just continues to hold on.
Yeah, it's a theme. But you know what? In the end, these were the ones that got the most votes. So let's
That's what I'm saying.
We got them. All right.
I just don't think it's right to bump one of those, especially considering how iconic each one of those shows is. And how much does how iconic it is go with the show itself and the popularity of the show.
Yeah.
Every one of those shows had at least 8-year runs.
Yeah. No doubt. And
I know Cheers was over a decade.
Yeah. So let's talk about this then. Well, this is themes. So we got growing. I think being that Cheers, like you talked about, had kind of a little run there and it got most of the votes. I'm going to put them automatically in the finals. And I think we should let the votes kind of decide it. I think we'll do it with the Friends theme as the second one too, because it ended up having a more successful run legitimately as a song.
Well, the only reason I'm going to debate it is because, it's tough because I still see Friends t-shirts.
Yeah.
But I also still see Golden Girls t-shirts.
Yeah, I like the Golden Girls. I just think that like the song itself by Friends actually caught.
You know what?
Momentum.
I think there's only one fair way to actually solve this. Mm-hmm. There's only one cast member of the Golden Girls still alive, whereas everybody on Friends is still alive.
All right. So Friends wins by elimination.
By survival. Although Betty White may end up outliving all of them.
I'm pulling for you, Betty. I love an underdog story. No disrespect to everybody else. I'm going to feel really bad if we wake up and the recording lands and it's like every member of Friends cast dies in a tragic car accident on the way to a reunion.
They were on a plane to do a reunion and the whole
Yeah.
boy, I miss Jennifer Aniston.
So that, you know what? A lot of times we go back and forth on this stuff in debate. I think we should just give it to the people this week. We counted the votes.
Well, it's going to be easy to give it to the people because I agree with the people.
Oh, there you go. All right. So Cheers, your number one song. Everybody knows your name and they're glad you came. That's it.
Norm!
I don't think there's a need to go any further with this.
Hey, by the way, my favorite character of all time on Cheers was actually Coach. That's the midway through the show.
Yeah.
The reason why they had to add Woody Harrelson was because Coach passed away. Mm-hmm. Without Nick, who by the way is from Rhode Island. He's actually from North Providence. But if he doesn't actually pass away from a heart attack in the middle of the show while on hiatus, you don't see Woody Harrelson get the break in his career that he did.
Probably right. Now, who was the blonde that left early on, too?
Shelley Long, replaced by Kirstie Alley.
Right.
She thought she was going to be a megastar. That worked out well.
Guess not. Well, they won our top song on the Working Fans podcast list. So, you know what? As far as I'm concerned, that puts them big time. All right?
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining the show as always. And, hey, if you got any lists or something you think of you'd like us to do, let us know. All right. We're out.